Welcome back to the Diamond Mindset channel. My name is Charles Lewis. I am the author of The Diamond Mind, using the laws of reality creation to help you become the best version of yourself. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, the link is in the description. You can also grab your ebook of The Diamond Mind. Today, I want to talk to you about a question one of my clients asked me yesterday evening. The question was, so I've declared that I'm source. I've created an imaginal act, alpha. I've gone to the end and accepted it with gratitude, omega. But now everything that I'm seeing is contrary to what I'm believing for. What do I do? And I'm going to tell you exactly what I told her. I told her that Biggie Smalls has the answer for that. Biggie Smalls said in one of his raps, he said, on the road to the riches in diamond rings, real niggas do real things. Now, the realest thing a real nigga could do on the road to the riches and diamond rings is, number one, judge not according to appearances, John 7:24, and fight the good fight of faith, 1 Timothy 6:12. Faith, Hebrews 11, tells us that it gives us a definition of faith in Hebrews 11, which is faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. On the road to the riches in diamond rings, on the road to you manifesting what you've treated in your mind, on the road to actually receiving your manifestation in 3D, on the road to your imaginal act coming to fruition in real time, you are not going to see any evidence that shows you that what you're believing for is coming to pass or will come to pass. Therein lies the price that you have to pay for your manifestation. It's already yours. It's already done. But in order for you to earn what you've already been given, you have to be vigilant enough to fight that good fight of faith and not be moved by outside appearances. That's it. That's the toughest part of the whole deal. And that gets easier with time. Declaring something and not seeing any evidence becomes easier with time. But that is the definition of faith. The actual substance, the physical substance of the thing hoped for. The evidence of things not seen. You're never going to see any evidence. And you got to be okay with that. You have to be okay with not seeing anything that helps you believe that what you are trying to manifest is going to come to pass. That's your price for admission. That's what you got to pay for. That's it. You have to stay in the end. Right? Because it's done. When you created the imaginal act and you thank God for it or accepted it with gratitude, it is finished. It is done. It was done. There's a multi-dimensional version of you that's already living what you asked for with your imaginal act. So that part is already done. As soon as you saw it in your mind and accepted it with gratitude, you are now on a new timeline. But you have to stay on that timeline. And the way you stay on that timeline is by not judging according to appearances. I have a saying I always like to say is, I don't give a fuck what it looked like. I know what it's about to look like. And all you got to do is just stand firm. Stand firm. Stand firm. When you see things, and that thing deserves to exist. Those things that you're seeing that are contrary to what you're believing for, they have a right to exist. In fact, they're an echo of your past assumptions. So instead of being triggered by those things, you just choose something different. You go back to that same imaginal act, and accept it with gratitude again. You don't get upset at the circumstances. You created. You're the creator. That's the creation. God doesn't get mad at a tree because the leaves aren't falling fast enough. This is your world. This is your show. You running it. So yeah, there's a little bit of lag time between your imaginal act, accepting it with gratitude, and actually having what you asked for in your hand. But during that time, the way you posture yourself during that time will determine how fast you're going to get it in your hand. It's taken me 2 and 3 years to do some things that should have took 15 and 20 minutes. The Israelites were in the wilderness 40 years, and it was supposed to be like a 7-day trip or something like that. It's the same situation. Same situation. Standing firm regardless of what it looks like. And here's the good news. Habakuk 2 and 3 tells us that for the vision is yet for an appointed time. It testifies about the end and will not lie. Though it delays, wait for it, since it will certainly come and it will not be late. Stay faithful, stay vigilant. God bless you.